Welcome everyone to the Everything Show, episode 234. I am your host, Matrixlord 212, and I'm with Hayden, Modern Age Nerd. What's up, bro?
Hello, people. How are you doing?
All right, 3 in a row, like old times. Remember?
Oh,
Back
yeah.
in the day, we did 3. Was it Who and Once? Something like that. In the same night that time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do on the Everything Show. Hayden wanted to do a 2014 movie. Would you want to do movie reviews, top 10, what?
I was going to do just a
Something like that.
recap.
Recap? Okay. But you got the list, right?
Yes, I have my list.
Because I saw a lot of movies. I don't know if I didn't see every movie, but
I saw a fair few.
okay.
Yeah.
So you got the floor. What are we gonna do?
I was going to finish it off because my list, like, I didn't save it the other day, the one that I wrote.
Okay.
I was going to quickly finish it. But what about you? What did you see this year?
Oh my God! I saw tons of movies, man. I'm trying to. I can't remember them in order, but I could be sporadic. I saw St. Vincent. You see that?
Yeah, I heard about that.
I liked it. Bill Murray,
I haven't seen it.
Melissa McCarthy. Yeah, I liked that movie. It was pretty good. I saw The Judge. I like that.
How was
With
that?
Robert Downey Jr. and Robert Duvall. That was really good.
Yep.
Let's Be Cops. I saw.
How was that?
I liked that. That was good. I saw Jersey Boys. It wasn't really.
I heard it was average.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I saw Last Vegas. I like that. With yeah, that was good, and it's getting a sequel actually. So, I'm trying to remember. What did I see? Haunted. So the Haunted House 2 thing. I like that. That was funny. What else? I saw a lot of movies. I saw Maze Runner. Loved that. Divergent. Loved that. Tenet got me into that one. That was phenomenal. The sequel's coming out in Surgeon. I gotta see that. What else did I see? I saw Big Hero 6.
Yeah,
That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
That was really good. That was real good. Captain America Winter Soldier was fantastic. Was the best. A million times better than the first one.
Yeah, I did like that. I like number 1 though.
That wasn't crazy with Captain America, the first one. Not at all. No. What else? Amazing Spider-Man, of course, I wasn't crazy about. Oh, a lot of that stuff. I had problems with it. Guardians of the Galaxy just knocked it out of the park, as far as I was concerned. That was like my favorite. That and X-Men just did it for me. Totally. Those 2 movies alone. So Annabelle, I like that too.
What else did I see?
Oculus.
I saw how was that? That was last year though, wasn't it? Oculus.
Well,
Was Oculus this year?
no, that was just that was right.
I don't know.
A whole bunch of horror movies I saw. What was it? What was the thing? The quiet ones I saw. Transformers 4.
Yep.
I mean, I was okay. I liked it, but I did have problems with it, but I liked it. So, dude, I can't even name them all. There's so many. And then, what else do we have? Which ones? Let me see. Which ones did you? What are we gonna do? We're gonna do a list in general, or we're gonna?
I was gonna do like worst to best of the movies.
All right. So you name your worst. Let me see.
I've got to just finish off because I still saw a couple because I think I had like 20, 23 or something and I was doing on my list and I've only got like. There's 2 more.
I didn't. What did I see? Which one?
I finished it now.
Oh, Dracula Untold, I saw. I like that too. That I liked. I didn't see Gone Girl. Sharon saw that. Didn't see Interstellar. Didn't have a
Really?
chance. Yeah. Did not see that yet. I didn't see Hobbit yet. So that's what else do we have to see? Into the Woods. We're gonna go see probably tomorrow, maybe. No, is that out yet? That's not out yet, right? Into the Woods, or is it out? Into the Woods. Maybe we'll go see that tomorrow, if it's out.
I think that's my list.
The Interview I want to see really bad.
I was about to watch that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can now watch it online. Actually, you pay $5 or something to watch it.
Yeah. What else did I see? Oh, I saw Neighbors with Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I saw that.
I wasn't really crazy about that. I didn't like that.
Yeah, that looks.
Wasn't crazy about that one. And what was the other ones? Oh, I saw This Is Where We Leave You, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I like that. I like that a lot. That was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was good too. What else did I see? Damn. It's going blank all of a sudden.
Okay, and we're rolling and action.
Hold on. You got something playing.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
I think that's my list. My 22 movies. Alright, we'll roll with that, I reckon. There could have been more, though. I could have seen more. This is all I can remember, though. I've seen a lot of movies this year.
Yeah, I probably, you know what, I have to go back and go in the release schedule list, and then I can tell you.
So I'm going to hit it off from 22 to 1 of my list for the year. Alright, at number 22, which is the worst movie I've seen this year, we have 300 Rise of an Empire.
I didn't see that.
This was terrible. I walked out of the cinema halfway through. I just found it everything about it was awful. The CG was terrible. The acting was terrible. The story I couldn't even follow. It just seemed so generic and boring. I just did not care for the
Really? I want to see that.
So no, did not like 300 Rise of an Empire. At number 21 we have Wolf Creek 2, which is an Australian movie. Wolf Creek. Horror movie, pretty average storyline. Didn't care for it really, but that's what it's there. At number 20, we have Transformers: Age of Extinction, which I thought was an absolute horrible film. Everything from the acting, the storyline, to the same old generic effects, the same old comedy, just the same Michael Bay rubbish that you're always going to get. It was just absolute load of dog crap. It was terrible. I hated it. Just the jokes in there. There was like pedophile jokes in there about being able to get with 17-year-olds because of the Texas law or something. There was stuff in there that was terrible, like the Budweiser cans that crashed in the middle of the city, and he starts drinking the beer in the middle of the action sequence. Then the other guy sits down and has a bottle of milk or whatever upstairs in the middle of the action sequence. Like the product placement was terrible. There's a line
I know what you're saying.
The line in the movie where Stanley Tucci's character goes, no, it wasn't Stanley Tucci. It was the man in black from. Yeah, I don't know, but he goes, "My face is my warrant," and I'm like, "What the hell was that? That's the worst line in history." It was just bad. It was just really bad, and it was the same thing. Megatron comes back through the movie again halfway through, just like in number 2 and 3, but this time he's Galvatron, not Megatron, so it's a big surprise. So that's crap. It was just a rubbish movie. Everyone again. At number 19, we have The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now, what a disappointment of a film this was. Considering I kind of liked The Amazing Spider-Man 2, but it wasn't that great. Considering, no, did I say Amazing Spider-Man 2? I meant Amazing Spider-Man 1. I kind of liked X-Men. So when they rebooted it, I was upset. But then this one, it was like 60,000 storylines. It was like there's a storyline about Electro, there's a storyline about Harry Osborn, there's a storyline about Aunt May.
Cool. Hi, Gloria.
Hey.
Gloria.
Hi, Gloria. How you doing?
Modern Age Nerd Hayden's here.
You've just joined my run.
He's talking about 2014 movies, so you can join in after he's done.
I'm just doing my list 22 to 1, worst to best.
Oh, you mean from this year?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're up to number 9.
You keep phasing in and out, but like, why don't you just before you go forward, why don't you just briefly just name the movies that you said already to Gloria and then continue.
Number 22 was 300: Rise of an Empire. Number 21 was Wolf Creek 2. Number 20 was Transformers 4: Age of Extinction, and now number 19 is The Amazing Spider-Man 2, or the Not So Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Right.
But yeah, everything, so many storylines. I just didn't give a crap about what was going on, and there's just nothing memorable about the films. Like the Tobey Maguire movies were memorable. There's like iconic imagery in there that you almost remember. Like you always remember the shot of Spider-Man like on the pole with the American flag behind him from the end of Spider-Man 1 where he slings into the camera. And that is just a great shot. But there's nothing from these new movies that you actually remember pointing.
Right.
It disappoints me. But anyway, that's number 19. At number 18, we have Non-Stop, which was Liam Neeson on a plane.
You don't like that?
Yeah, well, I've only seen like 22 movies, and they're not all bad, because it hasn't been a bad year for movies, so I'm kind of nitpicking on my list when it's low. This was alright. It was just a fun movie on a plane, just generic action movie, Liam Neeson, nothing you're going to remember, so it was alright. It was a bit of fun.
I liked it.
At number 17, I have Neighbours with Seth Rogen and Dave Franco. And
didn't like it.
Nah. It was just stupid humor, just a simple, believable plot line, and it was just the most predictable movie on the planet. Just so average.
I watched
it. Laugh at all.
Zac Efron, and I didn't like it.
I didn't laugh at all. Yeah. At number 16, we have The Inbetweeners 2. Considering this was on my list for the most anticipated comedy of the year, I'm disappointed because it just had no plot line and it just did nothing for the franchise, considering how much I love the TV show and the first movie. It was just like it was there just to be an Australian tourism commercial, and it was very disappointing.
Didn't even see that first one.
I hope they don't make another one. Number 15, we have The Lego Movie. I actually quite like the Lego Movie. It was actually a bit of fun. Not too bad. Okay. I'm nitpicking because really there's so many good movies came out this year. I was quite happy with my cinema experience for the year. Yeah, Lego Movie was pretty good. I thought it was funny. The Will Ferrell comedy. Will Ferrell, I'm going to say that right now. The Will Ferrell cameo was quite good. The whole storyline about the kid playing with his Lego set, that was awesome. At number 14, we have John Wick with Keanu Reeves.
How was that?
It was good. It was actually pretty good. I liked it a lot. We're getting into now. I liked the rest of these movies pretty much.
Okay.
John Wick. It was pretty. It was just like an action film, but the action sequences were awesome. The way when he killed people and stuff, it was like you could actually see it. Like the choreography was awesome, and it just was like it was like a really good action film. At number 13, we have Frank, which was kind of like a comedy with Michael Fassbender. It's kind of like a music.
I didn't want to see that.
You
like that?
Yeah. I did like it. It was cute, and it was kind of weird and bizarre. And the Domhnall Gleeson was the main character who's in Star Wars: Force Awakens. That swayed my decision on watching it. Yeah, it's just a bit different. I liked it.
I want to ask something really quick. Is this the list of all the ones you've seen, or all the movies that came out this year?
Oh, all the ones I've seen.
Yeah.
This is my list of my worst to best for the year.
I would have to spend a little more time to get the list of movies that I've seen because I went to the movies like 3 times a week, so I can't even. And I'm going to movies tomorrow probably too.
But Frank was quite good. I enjoyed it. I'd give it, if I was to rate it, I would have given it like a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I might have to switch these next two around because this next one I only gave a 6 out of 10. So I'm going to swap these. Alright, so anyway, we're going to put Frank at... We're going to put Frank at...
what about
12.
that movie with Justin Timberlake and Ben Affleck? I saw that.
That was last year. That was 2013.
Last year? Oh, okay, alright.
That was Runner. That was average.
That was last year, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, Frank. I'm putting Frank up to 12, and we're coming down now. 13, which is what should have been after John Wick. Number 13 is The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. Now...
Didn't see that yet.
Considering I am a huge Lord of the Rings fan and a Hobbit fan, I just thought this was disappointing, to say the least. Like, this was supposed to be the last time we were going to Middle-earth, and I wasn't upset at all. Like, I'd usually cry or something in these last movies. It's the end of the series. And it just felt like they were scraping the bottom of the barrel with the storyline. It's just so much CGI in The Hobbit. It's just like watching an animated movie because everything looks so fake. The orcs look animated. The characters' faces look animated. Like Legolas has like CGI eyes because they try to make him look younger, but he clearly looks like 20 years older. And it's such a disappointment. You know, it wasn't a bad movie. Like the action wasn't bad, but it's just so CGI and just looked so surreal. Like I didn't buy into it at all. And it's barely about the Hobbit. Like Bilbo Baggins is probably in the movie for 20 minutes. It's more about Thorin and the dwarves and the elves, and it's really disappointing.
Right.
So that's The Hobbit, number 13. Because we already said Frank was 12 because we swapped them. Yeah, 11 was 22 Jump Street, which was...
I liked it.
Yeah, it was funny. I was expecting a bit more just because I love 21 Jump Street. It's one of my favorite comedies. Like, I laugh every time I watch 21 Jump Street, but it didn't grab me as much as the first one, but I still enjoyed it for the most part. It made number 11 on my list. So, number 10 is Godzilla. Surprisingly, I know you didn't like it too much, Joe, but I quite liked Godzilla.
I liked it.
Did you? Godzilla? I thought you didn't like it.
No, I did.
Well, I liked how they built up the suspense with Godzilla, and then they actually had Godzilla as this like magical beast.
I liked it.
Lasers out of his mouth. I thought it was awesome how Godzilla was like an actual beast.
I like it so.
Okay.
Yeah. The weakness with the movie for me was just that I thought the effects were fantastic. I just thought Aaron Taylor Johnson, who played the main character's acting, lacked a little bit. That's all really. I thought it was.
I liked him.
Yeah, no, I liked him. I just thought in some scenes he just felt a little short compared to everything else.
Well, now the same thing. His wife in that movie.
She's Scarlet Witch in Avengers.
In Avengers, yeah, that's funny. Scarlet Witch. Yeah.
At number 9, we have Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Yep, I quite liked Captain America: The Winter Soldier. It really just took it to a whole nother level, and it was more like an.
If I could put my tools up, I would.
It was like a spy movie more than a Captain America movie, which I liked, and it felt like it set the stage of where we can go for the next movie as well, and it kind of introduced Hydra into the modern day world, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And I felt the villain could have been used a bit more. If anything, they could have used a bit more Winter Soldier. If I could change anything about the movie, I would have put more Winter Soldier because I just felt that he only popped up in it for a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
I thought the movie felt realistic for the most part until they had the whole what is his name, Zola, the scientist.
Yeah, Zola. Yeah.
How his consciousness was in the computers underground. I felt that was just where the movie went a bit extreme, but it is a Marvel movie, you know. We've got Thor on Asgard. Right. Of course, it's going to be a bit ridiculous, but I thought when the movie just felt so good, like it was in another genre almost until certain things happened, and that just felt a bit inconsistent. But for the most part, I liked it. It was one of my favorites this year. At number 8, we have Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal.
I saw that.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it.
I liked it. I thought his performance was great, and I
he was. You can get an Oscar from it, but I wasn't.
His performance sold me, and I just thought because I could relate, because the whole time I was thinking I really want to go out and just start filming news and making money off it.
Right.
And it just shows you how the depths people go to money. That's what they're showing you. How
he was such a money. I want to curse, but he was such a dick.
He was such a creep.
And he killed people and robbed people, and before he did that, and then he just... I just wanted a climactic ending, not like, That's why I didn't like it. I was like,
Yeah, I know.
Renee Russo is in it. Renee Russo hasn't really been doing anything, but she's in it, so I was like, okay.
I just felt I loved the idea that his character was so unpredictable, and you didn't know what he was going to do next. For me, I just that was the best part of the movie.
Right.
Number 7, we have the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh my God, how freaking great was that?
I like Guardians of the Galaxy a lot. I was expecting a little more, just because I'd sort of.
No way, that was the best.
The storyline, I'd just seen it a few thousand times, just with the whole, like, what was the bad guy called?
Oh, freaking Rowan the Accuser was awesome.
Yeah, I just felt like his motivation was just the simple, I want to be the ruler or whatever, and the ending felt a lot like Star Wars, which I did like, though. I did like that it felt like a modern telling of the original Star Wars movie. And I loved the soundtrack was awesome. That was a really good soundtrack.
It was the best soundtrack out
there. The opening was awesome. But the worst part of the movie for me, which I actually
Howard the Duck.
No, there was a part of the movie that I hated, one character in particular, and that was Nebula, played by Karen Gillan.
What?
I thought her acting was terrible.
Oh, I loved it, dude. She's returning in the next one. They asked her back.
I thought the only reason she was in there is because the director liked Doctor Who, and it's just like, let's just put Thingy from Doctor Who in the movie. Man.
She got asked back. She's coming back, hopefully.
I just thought she was just overacting. Like, that's my opinion. I
don't think so, dude, because I did not see Amy Pond, not one shred in there.
No, I didn't see Amy Pond. I just thought her character was like...
No, man. I like it.
I've got to kill you because Thanos is my dad.
No. It wasn't necessarily that. It was just she couldn't, stand her.
But everything else, like, I loved everything else about it. Like, I'm nitpicking now. Like, this is me going.
Don't nitpick.
Like, I did like the movie a lot. It's on my top 7 of the year. Number 6, I've got Interstellar, the Christopher Nolan movie. Now, I was hoping this was going to be my number 1 because Christopher Nolan is the best.
Yes.
The Dark Knight trilogy was fantastic, but the science of it was just so confusing, and the plot line was like, that was like too predictable, and then it was like, the thing with this 5th dimension that they went into didn't make sense to me at all, and I couldn't get my head around how it worked, and couple little things. It was just the story that lacked. Like, the visual effects were awesome, and the acting fantastic, and everything else was really good.
That kind of reminds me of how I was looking forward to the movie, what was it, Gravity? And I thought it was going to be better than it was, but it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it was kind of like that.
Well, back in, when that came out.
Right.
And this 5th dimension thing, just, how Clara jumps in the Doctor's time stream? That's exactly what, like, the 5th dimension is. Like, he's beyond space and time, and he can change the events of his life by just... It's weird. Like, if you watched it, you would, like, literally not... It's weird. I can't explain it. Like, he's in a room, it's like a library, and in each shelf is, like, a moment of his life, and he can... and he's, like, literally physically there, though, and he can, like, push through it and actually, like... move the books on the other side of the shelf in his life and like try to like it's weird. It's weird.
Right.
That lost it for me, but I still liked the movie as a whole because it was a good cinema experience. All right, now we're getting to my top 5. At number 5, we've got Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
I like that. You like it?
I loved it because the fact that I cared about the apes so much, the fact that you care about these CG characters, the performances they give were awesome, and because I loved the first one so much, I liked this. I liked the way they made it. Was the movie in was it in Brooklyn that it was set, or was it
I'm not sure.
San Francisco. It was San Francisco. And the way they just made like all the trees covering the city, how it's just it's become so old since humanity's been wiped away from it, just all of that, and the action that builds, because it's just all about the climax, just building towards the human characters.
I like that this is so well written.
And there's no one bad guy in it, though, except for really Koba. No one's really the bad guy.
Kobo's coming back, supposedly, and not only are we going to see one more movie, we're going to see probably 2 or 3 more.
Well, I just think they're going to keep making a few till they get to the original Planet of the Apes anyway.
Well, that's what I said, yeah. It's going to be where it's going to be the far future and the astronauts are going to land, yeah.
I think the fifth one, or the fourth or the fifth one will be the original.
Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But that's number 5. Number 4, we have Boyhood, which was shot over 12 years and short. It was directed by Richard Linklater. They reckon it's going to be up for Best Picture at the Oscars, guaranteed win. They reckon.
Boyhood.
Yeah. It's Ethan. It's set over 12 years, but they filmed it over 12 years.
Yeah.
And it's about from when a boy is about 6 years old to when he's 18, and it's about him growing up, and basically his life and just the way. What's that?
Is it documentary style, sort of?
No, it's not. It's a proper drama. It's like, have you ever seen The Wonder Years, the TV show?
But it's actually years. Like
yeah, it's actually year. They actually filmed it for a week. A week every year, the director went back and shot a little bit more.
Oh wow!
It's actually it's when it starts, it's this actor when he's 6, and at the end, it's him when he's 18. You know, moving
That's
off.
Pretty damn cool, actually.
I think it's like, you can go get it on Netflix or whatever you watch your stuff on. You can go buy it. If it's on Blu-ray, I think.
How long does it run for? I mean, how
3 hours. 3 hours long.
Wow.
But it's a good 3 hours. Like, you definitely see him grow up as a person, you know, from him being a kid not knowing what he wants to do. Like, and there's a scene where him and his dad go camping and they say, you know, do you think there'll ever be another Star Wars movie, which I loved, you know.
Yeah.
And he goes to, like, the Harry Potter book signings, and it's kind of like, because he's basically the same age as me, because he's 18 at the end, and it starts when he's 6, so he basically had the same growing up period as I did. So I could relate to it.
Oh.
And it was a very smart idea, essentially. I enjoyed it very much. Number 3, we had an unexpected banger. This was an absolute banger, this movie. Like, one day I just sat at home, I've got nothing to watch. I was like, you know what, I might just sit down and watch this, because I didn't see it at the cinema, even though I wanted to. Turned it on. This thing is freaking awesome. This is Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise. This was awesome.
That was really.
It's so good. The trailers literally deceive you. The trailers are nothing like the movie, because in the trailers they make it seem like it's this weird futuristic setting about the mind and stuff, and how it's like a dream and how he's repeating like Groundhog Day. But the actual movie's like, it's funny. It's like a comedy. Like, he's getting killed and it's like you're laughing. It's like funny, and it's a fun movie. It's a fun sci-fi movie, and it's very well done.
Okay.
Very well done. Definitely one of my favorites this year. Like, I was shocked whilst watching it how much I was enjoying it. And it's about time travel, which basically, I don't want to spoil it, but basically this alien race has the power to basically, when they lose a battle, they have this time travel machine that lets them see if they're going to lose, so they can keep repeating the same day until they beat the humans, until they figure out every little aspect of that battle so they can conquer it. And for some reason, Tom Cruise's character, he kind of gets mixed up with the alien DNA, and he kind of keeps repeating the battle until he can figure out how to get out of it. So it's kind of, it's really good. I recommend you go watch it. It's very good. At number 2, we have X-Men Days of Future Past.
Yes.
Awesome. I saw this in the cinema like 5 times. This was just a great, great film. I just loved it. You didn't need the action in it to get the story across. You know, it was literally, you didn't need 50,000 villains like superhero movies. It was just basically a story of, all right, the X-Men, obviously the X-Men movies have sucked lately. Let's fix it. Let's chuck in the old cast with the new cast. And just the cast's awesome. Just the cast of the movie's awesome. You know?
Great movie, yeah.
Yeah. That alone sold it for me. Just the Quicksilver sequence was awesome. That was all pretty cool. The Peter Dinklage stuff, just where you can go with the movie afterwards, like what sequels you can do. You can do X-Men 4, you can do X-Men First Class 3, which is X-Men Apocalypse.
Right.
Just going now. But number 1, my favorite movie I've seen this year is Gone Girl with Ben Affleck.
Really? Yeah, Sharon told me. She said that was like the best.
The best movie I've seen this year. This thing is like, it's just, oh, crazy. It's just so weird. And at the end of the movie, you're so angry. You're so angry of where everything's left and how psychotic
don't reveal about it, but
But how was he? His acting in it?
Oh, Ben Affleck's great. Ben Affleck's had the trouble of he's been criticised for being in crap movies, and as an actor, Ben Affleck's always been a strong actor for me. You know.
And Pearl Harbor. Those are my two, and Daredevil. Those three are my favorites of his.
It was Armageddon, right?
Armageddon, Pearl Harbor, and Daredevil are my favorites.
Yeah, I like them. Yeah.
Yeah, but
well, I liked him in oh my God, shame on me. What was that movie I saw? Oh crap.
You saying Argo or The Town?
No. With Robin Williams.
Oh,
Good Will Hunting?
Thank you,
Yeah. Great movie. But that rounds out my list. We got at 22, 300 Rise of an Empire. At 21, we've got Wolf Creek 2. At 20, Transformers: Age of Extinction. At 19, we've got The Amazing Spider-Man 2. At 18, Non-Stop. 17, Neighbours. 16, The In-Betweeners 2. 15, The Lego Movie. 14, John Wick. 13, The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. 12, Frank. 11, 22 Jump Street. 10, Godzilla. 9, Captain America, The Winter Soldier. 8, Nightcrawler. 7, Guardians of the Galaxy. 6, Interstellar. At 5, we've got Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. 4, Boyhood. 3, Edge of Tomorrow. 2, X-Men: Days of Future Past. And at 1, we've got Gone Girl. So that's my...
Very good.
You not see
But I still have to see a lot. I've got to see The Theory of Everything. I've got to see Imitation Game. I've got to see what's the one with Selma? I've got to see Selma, which is the Martin Luther King movie.
Mockingjay Part 1?
I've seen Mockingjay. That's what I didn't put on the list. I saw Mockingjay Part 1.
I was waiting for it to see if it was on your list.
Alright, that's going to screw up my whole list because where's that going to go? Crap.
What number?
We could do that.
I'd say that would go next to Captain America, so I'll put that at 10, and I'll put Godzilla down to 11.
You just make it 23 instead of 22.
Yeah, 23. Yeah, we'll chuck in a Mockingjay in the middle somewhere. I like that. I did like that. Yeah.
Wow.
But now that you've ruined my list, we'll wrap that one up there.
Well, I have to say that predictions for 2015, I think Star Wars is going to be the one that we're going to like.
Well, Mockingjay 2, for me, I'm excited about that. I can't wait because it's the last one. I'm excited about that one. And also that one, the one you just mentioned.
Avengers Age of Ultron is number 2 next to Star Wars.
And Jurassic World. And
Terminator, Entourage, Ant-Man.
Vacation.
Yeah, the one that we saw the trailer for on your show, Joe.
In the Heart of the Sea,
Mad Max Fury Road.
Mad Max Fury Road. That's probably number 3 for me, actually.
San Andreas.
San Andreas with the Rock.
That looks terrible.
We're missing a lot, actually.
Fast and the Furious 7.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Pan, the Peter Pan movie.
Yeah, Pan.
Pan, yeah.
Mission Impossible 5.
Yeah, well, whatever about that one.
Oh, come on. Come on.
I'm gonna get to the list right now because I want to just look at the
list of all the movies.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right now.
And so we can
January is gonna be The Woman in Black 2. I didn't see The Woman in Black 1.
Looks like crap.
Taken 3.
Nah, no way! Not another one.
Paddington with Peter Capaldi.
Did they take the dog this time?
Black Hat, The Wedding Ringer.
The Wedding Singer.
Ringer.
Oh, is that the sequel?
No, I don't know what the hell that is. The Boy Next Door, Mordecai, Strange Magic.
Johnny Depp sucks, so.
Project Almanac. That's Michael
That looks
Bay.
alright. Oh, Michael Bay. Jesus Christ.
I know. Hold on. Let me go to.
When's the Power Rangers movie coming out?
I think that's 2016. I think.
Yeah, that's next year.
Jupiter Ascending. That was supposed to come out this year. SpongeBob.
Crap.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, no. That's something to take the honeys to.
Kingsman: The Secret Service.
Maybe.
Hot Tub Time Machine 2. The Duff, McFarland, I don't know what that is. Focus, The Lazarus Effect, Little Boy, what's it?
Get Hard with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart will be classic.
Cinderella.
No. Why do I need to see Cinderella again?
Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension.
Yeah, that's a joke, isn't it?
Insurgent.
Crap.
The Gunman.
Insurgent. Yeah.
I think Divergent is the worst Hunger Games ripoff ever.
I like Divergent. Fast and Furious.
The preview for it. They're doing like a whole stuff about a box and all that. That's not in the book.
Terrible. The CGI looks terrible when she's jumping from one building to another. You can see it's this animated thing on a rope flying, and it's like, aren't we past CGI? This looks like Spider-Man 3 CGI.
Fast and Furious 7.
Hey.
Mole Cop 2.
Oh, wait, is that a bloody joke? What is that?
That's yeah. Avengers: Age of Ultron. Yes. Yep. Mad Max. Pitch Perfect 2.
Yeah, no, that ain't perfect.
Tomorrowland. Spy.
Yep, actually, yeah.
San Andreas, Monster Trucks, Cameron Crowe, and
Monster. Did you say Monster Trucks?
Yeah, something about Monster Truck. Insidious Chapter 3.
Nah, had enough.
Entourage. Bureau of Otherworldly Operations. I don't know what that is. Jurassic World. Inside Out. Ted 2.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
The Transporter Legacy. It's another Transporter movie. Magic Mike XXL. No. Terminator Genesis. Minions. Gallows. Ant-Man. Trainwreck. Pan. Pixels. Poltergeist. Remake. Poltergeist remake.
Oh.
That might be big. Point Break remake. Fantastic Four, which is probably going to be crap, the Fantastic Four.
Nah, I reckon it might be good.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it could be good. Good cast, good director.
Get the hell out of here. Ricky in the Flash, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Masterminds, Max.
Battleship 2.
Sinister 2. Hitman Agent 47. Regression. Kitchen Sink. What the hell is that? Maze Runner: The Scorch Trials. The Visit. That must be a horror movie. Hotel Transylvania 2. What else we have here? The Intern. Spun Room. The Jungle Book 2015.
Doctor Who the movie.
Kidnapped the movie. Vacation. Gem and the Holograms.
Can't wait.
The Last Witch Hunter. And Arnold Schwarzenegger's son starring in Scouts vs. Zombies.
Game.
The Peanuts movie.
Game.
Spectre. Friday the 13th.
Game.
The Friday the 13th movie comes out on Friday the 13th in December.
Let me get another crap reboot that no one wants to see again.
It's not a reboot. It's a sequel, I think.
That's what I named it.
Yeah, The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 2.
Yeah, after that.
Let's see. The Good Dinosaur, The Martian, Midnight Special, and a Seth Rogen, Joseph Gordon.
Midnight Special, I've heard, is going to be Oscar contender.
And Seth Rogen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt in a Christmas movie.
No way.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It just doesn't have a name. And then we also have Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Nah, what's that rubbish? Who wants to see that crap, eh?
Yeah, Star Wars. Star Wars will be the #1 thing, and then of course it's gonna have competition the next week with Alvin and the Chipmunks 4.
There's another album. The Chipmunks.
And Mission Impossible 5. Yeah. I think Star Wars.
I just want to see Luke lift up the chipmunks and just throw them into oblivion with the Force.
I think that Star Wars will be #1, like the Titanic effect. It will be like the Titanic effect, and it will be #1 from December until like May, and it will be like $3 billion it will make.
Well, I know I'm going to be seeing it twice a day, every day for like 12 months.
Is it in 3D?
I don't care. I just want to see it.
It might be in 3D.
I just want to see it.
Or maybe not. I don't know if it's in 3D. I don't think it's in 3D.
You just imagine when the crawl comes on the screen, the title just starts.
Oh God, I'm gonna go crazy when it comes out. It's gonna go nuts. That's gonna be the #1 movie of all time. Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Imagine if it sucks.
Oh God, don't say that.
It can't. Not with the trailer. The trailer looks good enough.
No. What do you think, Gloria? What are you ready for?
You know what I was waiting for. Walking J Part 2. But yeah, I am looking forward to Star Wars too, and I know it's going to do good and everything. So I'm excited for those two the most out of all the whole year. So yeah.
Cool. All right, so I think that's the end of the Everything Show today. We did 2 with Hayden. And what do you want, bro? You want to do another one? Want to do a real Wolverines again? His microphone's out, maybe. What's
Oh,
wrong
me.
with
I thought you were talking to
that?
Gloria.
I'm talking to you. You do it with Gloria.
Oh, bloody earth! I'll go on anything. You want to do one of my shows or something?
Yeah. Well, let's do another real Wolverines.
Okay.
All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now.